even if we had challenges, the same God led us to solve it. So the management, together with your course leadership, in fact, I've worked in several districts, but your leadership is doing so much well for you. You may not know. Let's clap for them. In fact, they are doing so well, and they are cooperating and collaborating. So the management, together with the leadership, met when you were on holidays, who were still working, and decided that at least we can meet as we normally do. Last year we met, if you remember, and it was projecting something for us to know our responsibility and what have you. Have you forgotten? So this time we can meet, talk over those issues, but let's at least enjoy some booty. We can have our drinks, and out of the celebrity, we can have our own issues and talk about them. Hence, today's meeting. So the meeting is not going to be different from what we normally do. We are going to share certain things. Then we will end it up with transfers. We will end it up with transfers. You know, when there is an adi in my language, and I believe it's the same in your language, in Socha 21, you have added it. I didn't add it. So most of us have been in our schools for years now. Ideally, the genius has a policy of maximum of 5 years being at your place. But you bear with me that some of you have been there for years. Not 5, not 6, some 10, 21, and you can mention. But if you say we use your years in the transfer, then you may transfer almost 90% of the head teachers. But there are certain projects going on in certain schools. And for that matter, certain heads cannot be transferred. The management deemed it wise to meet the corps leadership together with the local managers. And we all share ideas. So, if for instance, after your name is mentioned that you are transferred from a school, and you wanted to go and see the chiefs, we have already seen them. If you want to go and see the pastorate, we've met them. If you want to go to appeal, don't come to us. If you want to make an appeal, you write to my PRO. If he grants you, then we see the next line of action. Colleagues, we have enjoyed working with you, to be honest with you. Listen there, but we cannot say we have gotten there. That's what I'm telling you. We are always. So please, Chairman, I know the sentiment, I know you have lived here for long, and you know the nature of them. But this time, we are going to go for good. Then we tell them what is good. We start the money in our schools. You see, you also sleep. There are some parents around so this time you also be who have their walls and at the tsunami, and they have been paying. We are in the same community. Some take their children to Wendy international schools of action. Is that not? Are you not in the same family? We are taking it upon ourselves that please, don't let us start to hold those areas. So if you have done this, you have this grade, you did this, it is 0. Because 2023, we have not started anything. We will be measured after 31st December 2023. Is that not it? But even this time, will be measured after 31st August. Because the academic year calendar has also changed again. Yes. But we cried for, when they wanted to do this semester something, we cried for. Is that not it? Now we don't want semester. And now we've gone back to trimester. But once we were doing the semester system last year, and we have to change it. So this time, by 31st August, we will be entering another academic year in September, the same year. So we need to sit up as head. We have met to at least take some chops and some drinks, but not food. Somebody say, yes. Remember, President Rollins started Farmers Day with some few classes, the winner, but 4. And now somebody can go home with a mansion. So when it started big, the next time is going to be bigger and biggest and name them. So we are starting it on a small note, but if you live to see 2024, I know the same God will let us do something bigger than today. So you take your normal water, your choice of drink. Somebody was saying, I wish I take lamb, but you have to carry me to my hometown. If you know you are like that people, don't take the lamb. But if you have the energy, because I've even asked them to add certain drinks, which I know they are your choices, because I'm in travel with you. I've not mentioned anything. We are in Soko, they will add those. Don't feel shy. They are for you. Take them, but know your limits. Because I don't want us to go back hearing some stories. I don't know whether I should continue with whatever we have, or I should pause so that I should continue. Then they should start serving the water, because I'm thirsty already. And that money, in fact, our chairman, Mr. Bryman, and his team, wherever I go from here, I will have them in mind. Yes. Wherever I go, I'll have them in mind. Indeed, you see them, you look at their faces, and you may think they are soft. But to be honest with you, when it comes to argument, when it comes to discussions, that's where they have you at heart. When we came here, the management decided to have our basic schools. This team stood on their legs. They said, Director, it is good, but let's do it gradually. And we thank God, now we can count on about 12 basic schools. And we are still counting. Another time, we see things in the schools which even calls for a head teacher being punished. This Mr. Brahma and the team will come. They don't call you in the evening, and they schedule their own meetings and they want you to attend. Director, we are coming there tomorrow 8 o'clock. And if you dare telling them tomorrow I'll travel, Asawato, we will come early. We will come before you even leave. And I don't know, Mr. Brahma and the team will come. At times when they realize he cannot come from Bedu, he will ask those in town here, Monko Shiano na Monkeji no member. So the people will come. Director, we are coming with
Police, let's be sincere to ourselves. To be honest with you,
so you
the monies we give,
and then they will be bringing issues which does not even relate to the meeting. Just wait for him to come. And Abuadi is best in doing that. Yes. He is best in doing that. Then when the management need them, and you also take a solid stand, they will not say anything. They will go back, thinking they have also heard what has been discussed. You will be there in the evening, they will call you. And I don't know whether they intentionally do that. The moment chairman calls, after some few minutes, you hear Ebenezer also calling. Then Ebenezer will start with different issues. Then Abuadi will come in. Then their secretary, Dalaji, you see him as if he doesn't talk. His last killer. Yes. You know them. You know them. I told them one day that, why is that the executive, you don't have ladies there? There should be at least one lady. Then Mr. Brahma said, we are even asking them to come, but they don't want to come. I said, we will force them there. Because at times, you speak for only the men, leaving the ladies. And so, that you know, the ladies, they are always cool. The problem is with the men who normally cause them. Colleagues, I just want you to appreciate what they are doing for you. So I was hurt when some months ago, people were insulting them on your bigger platform. I hope you all saw those write-ups. It was only one person who commented and said, stop what you are doing. In fact, police, when somebody gives any comment anywhere, and you find out that that comment is not laudable, don't allow that person to continue. Immediately, you tell him or her to stop. Because they are doing wonderfully well. If today we have gathered as one family, I will give them some credit. Let's welcome our papas. Oh, with the hand of applause. We have Methodist pastor from Hani. So he's the director of Methodist schools at Hani. Yes. Then we have Nsoko Methodist pastor. So Papa, you are welcome. These are able heads who are holding the fort of schools in the district. They are just doing wonderfully well. So police, this afternoon, you comment on district mock. I will invite 2 people. I will mention the names. Now I know you. To give us how they saw it. Then another 2 people will tell us how we better it. So get prepared. Then we also talk on the awards. You know, we had our Maiden awards last year. This year, management has decided that we are going to award 4 teachers, 1 from each zone. So as how it will be done, we will discuss here. So I hope you are writing them down. Then we will talk of budget. And then structures for development in our schools. What shall you do? How do anything goes? Maybe I fire. But what you do school there? Papa, when they are full up, say a day. I hope I was also, the idea. Also, to Mohammed, I walk prayer school. Now, pray before I pass over 2 hymns. Now, see Mohammed in 2 hymns. Yet, do deep up, make you. Ako Babia. O services here. But I say, so I'm begging you, and those of you who are privileged to be in your church schools, make sure, the word is make sure your doctrines are taught. Make sure. Oh, Roman school, Angel is not one who can do that. It says shame to you. Oh, yes. I'm not saying big, I say shame. You can add big. Yo, please, and please, I'm begging you, there are certain things we all learn from the schools we attended. I've ever attended Roman school, French school, SDA. And all those doctrines is part of my life today. It depends, yeah, see, so far by in now worship, now SDA following part of them. Why can't you? Who school more there? Who be Kobe? Semitisa won't go. May you, Mr. Rao. Who know school ya want to do? Now, why here? Mr. Rao, many of it. Because this year, the Midra, as of Kobe and Selviswa, I can head teachers today, and you might be more than you know. When they confronted you, you said, Gaba, I'm the head. No, it's a school here, there. So where do you learn? I always tell my Pentacles, hey, in this school, but I wish I would show you. In this school, because LTN is why I'm at Mushodi, Mr. Mumaya, yet there was a prior that. The moment to be. Now what? Oh, you see, pretty. Well, but was it? So that's that. Then, Chairman said this. Chairman, this one don't call me. I'm just giving information. Chairman, and friend, me Mr. Wadilso. No. But yeah. If this is, then you will move to your zones. And we are even trying to have that of the baby alone and then Brody alone. The officers will be moving to your doorsteps. So 50 cities. Your captaincy grants are ready. So from tomorrow it will start hitting your account. The moment you get home, bring the spade on this and we will sign. Because we want to kick start from next week. It's going to be 3 days. So if care is not even taken, next Saturday, people will have to come. Yes. Next Saturday, people have to come. Until the Empire said, well, shall say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. Very soon, eh? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, another zone. So they are going to do that. Please, the head teacher and 2 other teachers. Or 3.
It is the head teacher, the curriculum lead, and then P1 to B2 teacher. So 5 teachers per school. And yesterday there is a letter issued by the Director General. I don't know if it has been released on our platform.
Yeah.
That has for all public schools, primary schools in Ghana, we are going to use the T2E materials. They have included the Ghana language of instruction. But yesterday we drew their attention on our platform that it is only the English that have been supplied. So Mr. Adink, who is in charge for the nation, said they are going to try their best to get the Ghana language one to and then supply. They have also given a schedule of implementation. stating every day from next week the topics that they are to treat every day. And that's what the Sisos are going to use to monitor and then report back to them. So I think we are even far behind schedule. So I am entreating our colleagues that they shouldn't let us postpone it again. Please. This is very important. I also want to add, hello, I'm also adding that I know hence we are taking our letters today. Maybe the effect, I don't know the effective date on it. You might be at the junior high school, but posted to a primary school. It means that you have to avail yourself for the training. You have to, because you are going to monitor the implementation of this program. The head teachers at the non-Gallo schools, all non-Gallo schools are not part. They are far ahead of us. They know what we are going to learn. We are also adding that on the first day of your zone, come along with your curriculum materials for English. The curriculum, English curriculum for B1, B2, B3. We shall use that new curriculum, the new curriculum that we are using. We use it on the first day. That's the one we want you to bring on the first day. So please don't forget. B1, B2, B3, English curriculum. First day of reporting, you are to come along with it. Please, come with it. It's very important, but we are going to use it on that day. Then Badu, so we are starting this Monday at Badu Arusi Chapel. So you take note. If you are able to come early, and we start at 8 a.m., by 3 we'll be done. Every day, yes. By 3 we'll be done. So if you come 9, it means that 4. So please, let's come early. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our leader. My question has to be taking at the primary. Tomorrow I have to attend a workshop. I have been transferred to JHS, yet I have to come and monitor the activities at the primary. How could this be?
No, that is not what he said. He's saying, when you are here, and after receiving your letter today, you are the primary, but you will be sent to the JHS. The one coming to take over from you should be part of the training.
Perfect.
Because I've said that nobody is going to take any money until you assume office. And this is this kind of